Hello everyone and welcome to Global Spec Racing. We're here for tier 1's penultimate round, I think. I don't know. I've only recently just started common tier 1, but yeah, we're here for tier 1 here at Mexico. We've already had tier 3 and tier 2 race. In tier 3, GSR Rivals took the Drivers' Championship and he is now a one-time GSR champion. In Tier 2, the championship is still yet to be decided, and in Tier 3, the championship was already wrapped up by Jab, who I believe is first out on... Nope. Jab is trying to get disqualified, I believe. So, good on you, good fellow. Let me sort my mic out real quick. Right, we're back. Right, we're back. So, yeah. I would tell you what the point standings are at the moment and who finished where last race, but the stuff hasn't been put out yet, so I can't quite tell you. I vaguely remember Jab winning the race. I'm pretty sure Jab ended up winning the race. I think him and Finn, or Mr. FRT FH444, are going to be starting from the back of the grid. I don't know if they've got penalties or what. I don't think they do. I think they're just doing a conscious decision to start from the back of the grid. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to have the AlphaTauri of Slap. Oh, we've got Jack already on a lap. So we're right on board with Jack as he sets us off. He is on the medium tyres, crucially. Well, I say crucially. He is on the medium tyres. So Jack then, going to come up to a lot of traffic. This isn't ideal for Jack. Oh dear. That is a terrible amount of traffic he's come across. He's going to get so much dirty air. And they're not moving out of the way for him either. Well, that Alpine now has. But the Red Bull and his teammate Vapor still going to hold him up. And the amount of dirty air he's going to pick up from these two. So then he swings his way through the S's now. And he invalidates. So his lap is now useless. Got Slap. Hold on. Got Slap now out on a lap. He is on the soft tyres and he is not invalidated. Let's see where Slap. Let's see what kind of lap time Slap will go for, or Slap will get. He now rounds the final few corners in the stadium section. It's quite a good camera shot actually, because you can just quite low, quite eye line. But here we go then. Across the line comes Slap. It's a 15.5. I know these drivers can get into the 14s because they did it in Tier 2 earlier on. Next across the line is going to be... It was Turner, and he goes slightly slower. Now it's going to be a Red Bull to start a lap, but then it's going to be... I think it might be Akos, or Akos. I don't know how you say his name. Oh, bit of lag. Oh, and he spun. Akos has spun. No, he barely keeps out the wall there. Well done to keep it out, but not what he would have wanted. As he crosses the line. It's now Heaven, who's invalid. Venom is in the wall. So Venom is stopped on track. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Venom just imploded. Next across the line is looking to be the Williams. No, is it gonna? It's an Alpine. It's a Bra. So a Bra on the medium tires, looking to make a name for himself in Tier 1 after missing the Tier 2 race. Here he comes round the final corner, takes the tight line, and he goes P5 with that lap. Now we're gonna look to... Well, we've got Heaven going quickest in the first sector. I believe it's go. Oh, it's Vapor. I think that is that's gone round. That is Vapor has gone round rear end first. We've now got Ski Man on a lap who is invalid. So it looks like it's going to be Heaven. Heaven is now invalid on his lap. He's now let Akos through, who is invalid himself. Jake is now retired from the session. I believe that was Jake there. Heaven. Not on a lap. Nobody's really on a lap. Ski Man started a lap. Let's go on. Oh, NRX Adams has just gone quickest. I'm sorry I've missed that, but Ski Man now starting a lap and he's invalid at turn 1, 2, and 3. I've turned them off. Oh, that F1 boy getting all out of shape there. And now it's gonna be Vapor backing himself up a bit. I think he's trying to let his teammate through. There goes Jack through. I think they're gonna try Slipstream. So, a bit of crafty work from the Williams outfit. Jack going for an all black helmet. Quite... I don't know what I was going to say there, to be honest. So the two Williams are now starting a lap. We're going to ride on board with Jackster. He now comes down into turn 1. Braking around 150, I think Vapor said last time in the tier 2 stream. But here he comes then. Out of the first... Oh, he gets all out of shape there. Really well held there, but now he's going to back off, and I'm sure he's going to give Vapor a tow. Vapor isn't quite close enough, though. So Jack needs to make sure he gets out the way. Vapor has gone quickest in the first sector. So the Williams driver looking to go on for a good lap here. As he comes through the double apex right-hander of turn 6. I think he's still going to get held up by Jack. Jack not pulling over to the side for him. So the dirty air will be affecting Vapor, who has now invalidated his lap. Now got Ski Man going for another lap. He's finally started a valid lap. Here he comes then into turn 6, the double right-hander. Down into turn 7 now. So there's turn 7, now going through turn 8. Turn 9. On his run up to turn 10, these are the trickiest parts of the S's I find. Now at turn 11, on the DRS. We see a few moves here in tier 2, but nothing dramatic. Down into turn 12 there. There is a tyre on the side of the road. Turn 13 here in the stadium section, the hairpin. Into the quick right-hander of turn 14. Out of turn 15. I've probably butchered these corners completely. But here he comes then. Up to the line comes Ski Man, and it's P5 for Ski Man. A pretty decent lap there for the Red Bull and tier 2 driver. Just a Turner starter lap. We've got a McLaren now. That's Badders. Badders has invalidated his lap. Got Heaven starting his lap. Oh, but we've got Vapor going quickest in the first sector again. So Vapor once again on a decent looking lap here. Coming through the double right-hander at turn 6. Now coming up into turn 7. Got a different camera angle this time. Now turn 8. Turn 9. Turn 10 of the S's. He's kept it valid. Turn 11. Right on the edges, Vapor, but it's looking like a decent lap. It was slightly quicker in the second sector, as there is a bra in the wall, I believe that is. So, not great for a bra. Fraud. But here comes Vapor then, out of the final turn. As he makes his run up to the line, where does Vapor go with this lap? It's quickest for Vapor, and by 7/10. An absolutely storming lap there for Vapor with a 14.3. Now we've got Turner coming in through the stadium section. On his run up to the final corner now. Here comes, what can Turner do? He had a decent showing in his last weekend, apart from a few silly errors. It's Turner up to the line, it's P3 of 15.2. Next is going to be the McLaren of Badders. So here comes Badders, who is invalid on his lap. Black's not yet to set a lap. Ski Man's come in. Jack has invalidated his lap. Badders has retired in the pit lane. Badders wants to start from the back, it seems. Got Heaven starting a lap, but he is now also invalid. Got Akos starting a lap. So we'll go with Akos for the entirety of this lap, seeing as nobody else is on one. Here comes Akos then, on his run into turn 1. What can Akos do? Can he set a decent lap here? Ski Man looking in the best position at the moment. Obviously, he's used up his medium tyres quite drastically with those 3 laps. You really only want to be doing 1, so you preserve that tyre life. But Akos, fastest first sector. Akos is on a flyer right now. This could be a very good lap for Akos. As he comes into the turn 6 double right-hander. On his run up now into turn 7. He gets a good exit there. How aggressive is he? Down into 5th gear there. Riding the curb through 8. Now there's 9. On his run up to 10, looked like he got a bit loose on entry, but managed to hold it together. Is it the fastest second sector for Akos? It's not, but he is 6/10 up on his lap. Or probably more, actually. I don't know. But here comes Akos then, coming up round the final corner. What can Akos do? He comes up round the final corner now, comes across the line. Where is it for Akos? It's P2 with a 14.792. Still 4/10. Still 4.5 tenths behind Vapor there. But it's looking good. It's looking to be an improvement. As Heaven is now just gone 5th. And then Jackster's gone 2nd. So it's currently a McLaren, a Williams 1-2. Sorry guys, I'm still stuck in the tier 2 mindset at the moment. As we've now got Akos going parked on the exit of turn 1 at the moment. That's a very dangerous position to be parked. As Heaven goes straight across there. Got Adams starting a lap. Akos is going to get in his way. Akos chose the wrong moment to go, but Adams is invalidated anyway. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. That's Heaven letting people through. Brow looked like he was on a lap. It's Brute Gorgon on a lap, and he's got caught. Look at all this chaos he's been caught up in. Absolute mess. But Brute Gorgon going fastest in the first sector. Brute Gorgon now into the turn 6 double right-hander. The Alpha Tauri of Adams there getting comfortably out of the way. Here comes Brute Gorgon then into turn 7. Keeps it in 6th gear. Rides the curves through 8, 9. On his run up to 10. Keeps it in 7th. He runs very wide there. Doesn't invalidate. This could be... It's not fastest second sector. It's a 56.2. But here he comes into the stadium section then. Where does Brute Gorgon go with this lap? The hash driver. Oh, big snap, and he invalidates because of it. Brute Gorgon invalidates. Venom is now out of the session. Abra looking to start his next lap. Heaven coming off into the pit lane. Black Raw, he's up to 6th now. It's still currently a McLaren. Oh, for God's sake, Williams 1-2. Bra is in the pits. Ski Man has now started a lap on his soft compound tyres. So then, down into turn 1 he goes. 3rd gear. Hopping the curves really nicely there. Really gets a good exit. He's now on his run up to the... What's his first sector split for Ski Man? It's fastest in the first sector for Ski Man. This is a... For Ski Man, this is a really good race, or really good thingy at the moment, lap. It's getting late, guys. My cognitive abilities are not there. As Vapor has crashed out at the S's section. So Vapor has no chance of improving his lap. There was Vapor, right there. What's the second sector time for Ski Man? He breaks the beam. He's actually 8/10 down, so he's backed off on his lap. He's made a mistake and he's not happy with his lap. We've got Turner on his out lap. We've got Slapbus starting a lap now. So Slapbus then down into turn 1. Now into turn 2 and 3. The triple, more or less a triple chicane. Gets the exit nailed there. Does Slapbus. As he now makes his run up. What's his first sector split going to be? It's not fastest in the first sector, but he's 3/10 up on his lap. So then, Slapbus, where does he go? Well, I say that. He's still got 2 sectors to go. He's coming to the double right-hander of turn 6. Now into turn 7, the fast left-hander that if you mess it up, you're not going to have a good run through the rest of the S's. Here he comes then. What's his second sector split time going to be? Is it going to be fastest second sector? It's not. He's actually down on his lap now as he's backed off. So then, he wants his final run to be on point. Turner now starts a lap. We've also got Ski Man going for his second lap. So here comes Ski Man into the fast left-hander of turn 7. Now turn 8. There's turn 9. Really riding 5th gear out there. It's a bit wide there for Ski Man. Is he up on his time? He's 7/10 up on his time. He's in the fastest second sector. This could be a really good lap for Ski Man there. As he now rounds the hairpin at the stadium section. Coming up to the final corner now. So, doesn't want to get any oversteer here. As we saw, Gerald Lizard bin it on the last lap. Where does Ski Man go? It's P7 for Ski Man. But yeah, Gerald Lizard on the last lap at the last corner bins himself. As we've got Slap Bus on his lap now. So then Slap Bus not cutting that curb as much as Ski Man did, but it's still potential for a good lap. What's Slap Bus's second sector time? Is it good? He's a 10th and 3/4 up on his lap. So then, down into the stadium section. This won't put him anywhere near the top few, but he could potentially go, I reckon, P6 with this time. How much time does he find in this final sector? He takes a wide line rather than taking the tighter line. He's actually down on his lap there, but he's gone for it again. He's binning himself off. He's not happy with himself. That's not good sportsmanship there, Slap, mate. Oh, as the brute Gorgon almost running into the back of him there, having to take a void in action. A bra on his neck, on his final lap now. He's locked up the rear slightly into turn 1. Turner's retired on track. Got Heaven starting a lap. Ski Man about to start his final lap. He's got Adams really close behind. Adams is too close to start this lap, is he not? He's gonna be too close. A Ski Man's actually giving Adams the toe as he pulls out of the way. Adams could be on for a good lap here just because of that toe. It depends if he nails this first couple corners, which he seems to have done quite well. Got Jackster further forward on the lap, but he's invalid. He's really going to have to get a move on if he wants to set that final lap. Akos is behind Adams on a lap. Black and Ski Man are both invalid, so they will not get another lap in, I don't think. But NRX Adams then. I didn't quite catch his first sector split, and if he was up or not, but I'd imagine he is. So then he flings it in there, really having to like take the rear end to step out. But here he comes then, up to the second sector. Oh, he's straight-lined. Adams has straight-lined it. Adams has crashed out. That is really unfortunate there. It's going to be Jackster. He's going to have enough time for one final lap. Heaven goes P3. Both Red Bulls will not be able to set another lap time. Brute Gorgon is on a lap. So it's all down to Jackster and Brute Gorgon here. Heaven now retires. Oh, Brute Gorgon getting out of shape there. But here he comes then. He's going to continue on. What's his first sector looking like? It's a 28.7. It's not the quickest we've seen. Jackster's now out. Which means if Brute does not take pole position, it's going to be a Williams 1-2 Vapor from Jackster. A really good showing from the Williams team here. As here comes Brute then. Brute is invalidated. It's going to be a Williams 1-2 for the start of the race. Vapor ahead of Jackster. We're waiting on Ski Man to retire now. Just gotta wait for Ski Man. Once Ski Man retires, which he does now. Right then, so it's going to be Vapor from Jackster, the two Williams with a great showing. Heaven from Akos, from Adams, from Turner, from Black, from Ski Man, from Slap, from One Boy Autobra, from Brute Gorgon at his home Grand Prix. I didn't catch the rest of the grid. Oh, it's a wet race. Oh my days. It is a wet race. It doesn't look wet enough for the wet tyres, but could it eventually get so wet that we need the wet tyres? I didn't think we'd have a wet race today. This throws a spanner into the works. Oh, it's a wet race. Does that mean... Did some people run a dry setup? Or is the wet setup the way that it's going to have gone? And that's why the times were so slow compared to what we're used to from these tier 1 drivers. So then, we're going to have Vapor JS to lead us away from the grid. I'm stuck on... There we go. Oh, for God's sake, what the hell? Why is Jab the only one I can go? Oh, there we go. As I suspected, it is dries on this wet track. As Finn has been disqualified from the session. As has Heaven. Finn, Venom, and Heaven have all been disqualified from the session. Oh dear, they're going to have freezing cold tyres. Oh, very dearie me. But then, yeah, just to recount the grid, it's going to be Vapor and Jack on the front row. Heaven and Akos, the two FRT members, on the second row. Adams and Turner on the third row. The two Red Bulls are on the fourth row. Slap and Jake on the fifth row. That F1 boy, Autobra, and Brutal Gorgon at his home Grand Prix on the sixth row. Venom and Finn, the two FRT members, on the seventh row. And then on the final row, it's going to be Batters and Jab. Jab, obviously your champion, he's looking for a challenge, so he wants to drive his way through the field. But then, let's see what this race has in store for us. It's already looking to get really wet out there. So dries are not going to last. At lap 2, these drivers will pit for wets. Or for intermediate, sorry. But then guys, if you're in the chat, come on, let's get your predictions down below. Who's winning this race if you're in the chat? Who is winning this race? I want to know exactly what you guys think who is winning this race. Will Vapor and Jack hold everybody off and take the win? Or will Jab? Will Jab charge through? Your champion, obviously. Oh dear, as Brute Gorgon has gone round. I guess that's one way to get temperature into your tyres. But will Jab make his way through the field? So then we're just having the final few cars line up on the grid. We're waiting on Brute Gorgon, the Hash driver. Once he lines up, we will be away. So, let's see what happens. But I'm pretty sure end of lap 2 is when the intermediates will come out. Because I can already tell it has gotten really wet all of a sudden. So then, we go to 5 red lights. 3, 4, 5. It's going to be lights out and away we go. It looks to be a good start from Jack compared to Vapor. Vapor seems to have bogged down a bit. But it's going to be side by side. Vapor actually gets a better start. It's 3 wide in the background now between the Williams. Or not the Williams, the Mercedes, sorry. So then, the two Williams go side by side into turn 1. Vapor on the inside. There's absolute carnage there. It's Vapor, but Jack has taken the lead. Ferrari went off in the background, I think it was Heaven. There's a yellow flag behind. Jake and Brute have come to rest at the exit of turn 1. But it's Jack who leads from Vapor, from Adams, from Turner. Background. It's 3 wide between Slap, Heaven. And I think that was Ski Man as well. Slap has to go off the track. Oh, as Black has spun in the background there. And he's gone round after contact with that F1 boy. Venom is making his way through. Jab's already up to 11th. But then, Jackster. He leads from Vapor. It's who leads from Adams, who gets all out of shape going out of turn 1 there. It's Akos. Akos and Turner look to be side by side. Does Turner keep it on the inside? No, he doesn't. Akos holds him at bay. Badders could have a look at Venom there, but he doesn't. Heaven and Turner. Heaven's got out the inside of Turner there. A really good move there. Yeah, you can tell they're going to be pitting for intermediates pretty soon. As Jack finishes the first lap and he's got a 1.1 second lead over his teammate there. But, oh, as we see in the background there, Turner going really defensive from Slap, but Slap on the inside. Could Slap even have a look at Heaven now? He's going for it on Heaven, but backs out of it at the last minute. He has got ahead of Turner. Turner all of a sudden dropping positions. It was a great start for Turner, but it's not going well at the moment. As we've got a yellow flag behind, I believe that's Finn who's gone round. Finn has spun round after contact with somebody. I wonder if it was Jab. They did start right next to each other on the grid. But look at Jack go, 1.2 seconds already. Vapor's seemingly struggling at this point. Wondering if he's running the dry setup maybe. But then oh, Vapor's shape, he's really struggling to keep it on track at the moment. He can't control the car. He's just struggling. I'm sorry for the pronunciation of the S's there, but I didn't know what to say. As Jab has now gotten through on Venom. So he's done that down in... Oh, his fin's gone off for the S's. That's a big impact into the wall there. Could we see a virtual safety car? I don't think it's going to be. I think there's enough of a gap for the marshals to grab that. As we've got a yellow flag behind. I think that's Brute Gorgon spun out of the final corner. Double wave yellows just to retrieve that bit of front wing there. But nobody's coming in for those wet intermediate tyres yet. As Akos has gotten through on Heaven. Oh no, wait. It's Adams. Adams has spun. As Finn has now got 5 seconds between in the pit lane and he's retired in the pits. So then, Adams has had a spin. And he's gone round and he's dropped positions as Venom now looks up the inside but can't seem to get anything. Vapor's pulled quite a big gap on Akos there. I think Akos has made a mistake. But these tier 1 drivers struggling with these soft tyres in the wet conditions at the moment. Slap crawling all over the back of Heaven at the moment. But crawling over the back of him is Turner. So with one Mercedes out, what can the others do? As Adams has gone round again, I think. So no moves being made at the moment. Jab is through on Abra. So Abra not making it too difficult for Jab there. As Ski Man now gets 3 seconds from multiple warnings. Do these drivers come into the pits for new tyres yet? No, so the softs or the dry tyres clearly staying at their own. As Akos now goes fastest. As Turner just... The DRS is enabled actually. I didn't even pick that up. But DRS is enabled. So... we might see a few more moves being made now. Oh my goodness me, a slap going to the inside of Heaven there. There's a bit of contact being made. Heaven gets back through. But Turner now. Turner's got the better exit. On slap. They're going to be side by side going into turn 4. And I believe Turner's got the move done. He has. And he's even going to try and look to make that move on Heaven. But I don't think anything's going to come of it yet. Akos now closed up to the back of Vapor. And Jack just pulling a gap out in front. As Brute Gorgon is retired out of the final corner, I believe that is. Is that going to be a VSC or a safety car? Doesn't look like it. But it could still be a change. I don't think there's going to be. But Vapor really struggling for grip at the moment. As Black now gets 3 seconds. That does Batters. I can see, though, the sun shining through there, which tells me this rain might be lifting. Do any of these drivers pit? I believe... oh, no, Jack doesn't pit. Nobody's gone for the gamble. This tells me that... and the weather... and the sun starting to come out. This tells me the rain is on its way out. As we see further back now, Turner's going to look to make the move on Heaven. But he's got to be cautious from slap behind. As Jab has now got through on Ski Man. Jab making great progress within these first 5 laps. Made up 11 positions already. He's on for the potential race win if he keeps this pace up. As Akos all over the back of Vapor. Vapor now starting to go defensive. Akos is going to pull to the outside. Does he go for it? He sticks his nose there, but Vapor holds him off. Turner now trying to get past Heaven, but still cannot. Ski Man all over the back of Jab, not able to get a move done. Batters trying to get past Black. He can't get the move done. Neither can Venom on Batters. But Jack on a mission right now, pulling out a 3.3 second gap in these first 5 laps. As Akos just still crawling all over the back of Vapor here. Could we see a move down into turn 11, 12, I want to say? I can't remember. Nothing yet. Venom has now gotten through on Batters. So Batters has made a mistake. But Venom's had to go across the track. Oh, but he's cut straight across Adams. Oh, and Venom is out. Venom is off on the gravel or grass. Venom has no front wing. So then Adams and Batters going side by side. Adams is ghosted. Oh, dear. Adams is round. So... oh, as Venom tries to straight... this is poor. Thank God I've got this all on stream, as Adams has now cut the corner. Venom, that is horrendous from Venom. Real poor driving there. I don't know what he was thinking. Badders has now retired in the pit lane. That's an absolute mess. Venom is stopped on track. There we go. Venom's now retired on track. Or that could be a different thing. I think it's a bit laggy at the moment. But Vapor and Acos are side by side. Vapor going to try and hold it round the outside, but Acos on the inside. Vapor's still going to try and hold it. He gets a bit out of shape. Is he going to keep his nose in on the inside? He does. They're side by side. He forces Acos off. Acos has taken that position off the track, so that's going to have to be given back. And if it isn't, I'd imagine that's a penalty. But Vapor and Acos, really trying to fight it out at the moment, but Acos just took that position off the track. Vapor almost running into the back of him. Vapor might get his own back here down the main straight, but look at the ERS for Vapor. He's really running low on it compared to Acos. And these two battling is starting to bring Heaven into the equation, who has brought with him Turner and Slap. So Turner going to look to have a go on Heaven down down this straight, and Slap could even have a go on Heaven here. Heaven not really fighting it, but there goes Slap down the inside. Oh wait, Heaven's going to try and fight this round the outside. I thought he'd let him go. There's contact, and Slap is sent round. Not the first time we've seen a car go round at this corner after contact, but I highly doubt it'll be the last. So Vapor beginning to fall away now from Acos. He's already below 10% ERS. He's running really low. Slap has left the session. Slap has rage quit without retiring now, but whether he wants to or not, I don't know. Slap. There he is. Slap. Invite. Jab now gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That's not worked well for Jab. As Blacked is now out. Blacked has spun it at the S's section. Will we see a VSC or safety car? I don't think so. Let me... Hopefully my mic has sorted itself. Hopefully my mic sorted itself out now. We've now got a change between Ski Man. That F1 boy through on Ski Man. The two tier 2 drivers battling it out. There's a car around. It's Acos. Acos has gone round, and he almost collects his teammate. So that's now put Vapor back up into P2. Acos has spun it all by himself. As that F1 boy and Ski Man still battling it out. There goes that F1 boy or a bra. I bounced between the two again. He's tried it on the inside of Ski Man, but nothing's come off. Brute Gorgon is now... It's not been a good one. As Turner's got him through on Heaven now. And Jab is up to P5. Absolutely storming it at the moment. Acos gets 3 seconds for his troubles. This isn't an ideal situation for the Aston Martin boys. Now Heaven gets 3 seconds. As Turner is closed up onto the back of Vapor. Vapor is just struggling for pace at the moment. As that's Acos around again. Acos is having a terrible lap. I really hope he doesn't retire in the pit lane, because that's not good. But Vapor, what has happened to Vapor? I think Vapor might have wing damage. Vapor has wing damage, I'm pretty sure, as he now comes into the pits. Does he get a new front wing replaced? But Jack, after 9 laps, 9-second gap. Absolutely bossing it at the moment is Jack. Is it a new front wing for Vapor? It is a new front wing for Vapor. So now then, it's Jack from Turner, from Heaven, from Jab, from that F1 boy, from Ski Man. Acos has retired in the pits. This is a mess of a race. I'm going to lose the will so quickly. And here goes Heaven then. Could he have a sniff on Turner? He's running to the back of him. Oh my goodness me. Heaven completely misjudging his brake in there and going into the back of Turner. He's going to get a 10-second penalty for cutting the corner. I guarantee he retires in the pits, because that's what these guys seem to love doing. He spun it round as well. So Jab, after being last, after starting last, he's up into P3 after 9 laps. If that doesn't say so, I don't know whether that says something about the quality of racing with these drivers, or if that says something about the quality of racing of Jab. Because that is oppressive. Oppressive? Impressive. From Jab. And he's on Turner right now, so that could even be P2. But we'll have to watch that fight closely. As Ski Man now gets 5 seconds for cutting the corner. Ski Man's, I'm pretty sure that is, I don't think I've caught that, but I think Ski Man is just straight lined heaven. He gets the penalty, and then they both retire. That's caused the safety car. I think that should be, I'm sorry, but that should be a ban. That is horrendous from Ski Man if he's done that by purpose. And it wouldn't be the first time this weekend he's done something by purpose, I don't think. But Jack's a massive advantage. That 9 seconds, nothing now. He was absolutely storming it. I mean, Tier 1, come on guys. You're meant to be the best in GSR, and you're providing this. You're providing this, and you're meant to be the best in Tier 1. Or in GSR, sorry. I get driving on softs, or just on dries, in the wet conditions isn't ideal. But come on, this is absolutely appalling. I'm sorry, but Tier 3 has better standards of racing than you guys. Absolutely abysmal. This is absolutely abysmal. Like, if I'm getting told off for saying this, I'm sorry, that's rubbish. Because the standard of racing is absolutely abysmal. Like, what is wrong with this? There were 16 of you at lap 1, and by lap 10, we've lost 9 of you. What is happening? This is shocking. Also, Jab got ahead of Turner. Fair play. I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen such abysmal racing. Even in leagues that don't take themselves seriously, I've never seen such abysmal racing. This is shocking. Slapper's not pit, so he's got ahead of Turner. But, oh, I don't know. This race is going to get boring quick. I'm calling it now. Because all of you had one incident. And you couldn't be asked to race. You had one incident. And you couldn't be asked to continue. You ever heard of perseverance? No, I don't think many of you have. And I know none of you are probably watching right now because there's only 2 viewers, but what is the point of racing if you're gonna make a mistake, you're gonna spin, and you decide to cry about it and retire in the pits rather than persevere and push yourself back through? Wingo, for example. Wingo in Tier 2. Messed up. He spun multiple times. Yeah, he spun multiple times. And he continued on, and he got a P4 out of it. But none of you seem to have that quality. Absolutely shocking. You guys are meant to have the best racing. You're meant to have the highest quality. And you're providing that. Right, that's my rant over. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. Jack is in the lead from Jab, who's had an amazing start. He's gained 14 positions and is basically going to win this race, I think, depending on Jack's pace. Turner comes 3rd, Slap in 4th, Vapor's 5th, so that safety car has really helped him. He's pit onto Inters, which, to be fair, isn't a bad call. It does look to be getting really slippy out there and quite wet, so the Inters might be the way to go. That Abra is also on inters, and I think Jake is pitting for inters. So Vapor and Abra have pulled a blinder here, and they are going to come out in I think well ahead, because the rest will pit in at the end of this lap. And depending on whether the safety car is in this lap, depends. I think the safety car's got a minimum amount of laps, but Vapor and Abra, this could be interesting. Very interesting. Like, very, very. Yeah, I don't think the safety car's going to be in at the end of this lap. So, we've got another lap to go, which I think the rest of these guys will pit to inters onto inters, sorry. Which they do not. Okay, so Vapor and I think Slap left, didn't he? The Vapor just gained a free position. Better fucking play. Sorry, I need to stop that. But Vapor and Abra could pull this strat off, but it's gonna be difficult. It looks like intermediate conditions, but it reminds me of Tier 2 Monza, where it was such. It was always in that crossover point, but the drives were just that tiny bit quicker. So either way, this can go either way. And if when these guys get up to racing speed, they realise that Vapor and Abra have pulled an absolute blinder here and have actually nailed the strategy, they're going to come out well behind. As we see the amazing red safety car lead us around for another lap. This could be the last lap, I don't know. Depends on whether or not Jake catches up. If he doesn't, I still think this will be the last lap, because of how long the safety car has already been out, and I think there's a limit to it. I could be wrong though. I don't think it's coming in this lap. Oh, it is coming in this lap. So Jake is going to be left for dust. It still looks like that intermediate conditions, but whether or not it matters, whether it is, that's a different story. Jack begins to back up the pack then. When does he go? He's going to back him up, hold him there for a point. He's not quite gone yet. Is he going now? There goes Jack. He's had a pretty decent restart compared to Jab, but Vapor has had the best restart out of the lot, as he's already all over the back of Turner here. He's going to look to make the move, I think. It depends whether those intermediate tyres are better. We'll see how much time Vapor gains compared to the rest. But I think the intermediates might be the way to go. He's not getting the best run out of the corners, but mid-corner he seems to be doing pretty decent. But then Jab's got to worry about Turner at the moment. But in Turner, Turner has to worry about Vapor. And then Vapor might have to worry about Abra, who is on the same compound of tyres. This is really where we'll see whether or not the intermediates were the right call. Oh, Vapor getting a bit of understeer there. But it seems like the intermediates were the way to go, as Turner's getting really close to the back of Jab, basically pushing him through the corner there. Jab is struggling on the moment on those medium tyres. Does Turner have a look up the inside? No, he doesn't. It's not one of the best overtaking opportunities. You lose quite a bit of time if you go for the move there. And then have these drivers realised it's time for intermediates? No, they all continue out on their dry tyres. So then, here come the... I don't think the inters were the way to go, actually. As I think Jake has gone round, which he has. Oh, Jake's still going. You know what? This is what I was talking about. Look at Jake. He's made these mistakes, but he's continuing on. Slap is back in, by the way, so that's good. Where these drivers come then round the final few, or around the first few corners, down into turn 6 now, the double right-hander. These top 4 just beginning to pull away from a bra. As we've got a yellow flag sector 1, Jake's gone round again. But Turner has gotten through on Jab. Sorry I've missed that, guys, but he has gotten through on Jab, and now he's looking to go at Jack. As Vapor now gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We saw him getting a bit of understeer, so that could be an influence there. Is Jake really struggling for traction at the moment? Almost dropped my phone. Fun. But could Turner have a go at Jack down into turn 1? He's got the pace on those fresh soft tyres. Jake is round again, but he's going on. As DRS has been enabled this lap. So this will make the racing far closer. I think Vapor might have made the wrong call. As there goes Turner then on Jack. Jack's going to try and fight it around the outside. No, he's not. As Jake now gets 3 seconds. But Turner then has gotten through on Jack, and now he's going to look to pull away. It looks like it's beginning to dry up, actually. Actually, I can't tell. Some bits it looks like it's drying up, some bits it's getting heavier. As Jake's round again, and he's lost his front wing this time. Could we see a VSC for this, possibly? Doesn't look like it, no. But hold on. If I go in, how am I meant to tell those 3 cars apart on that map? That just looks like blue, blue, blue. And obviously it's Jack, Jab, and Vapor, but, how are you meant to tell them apart? F1, sort your colours out, please. But look at the gap Turner's pulled on Jack already. Absolutely storming it on those softs, and now Jab could look to have a go on Jack. I think it's starting to dry up. I think it's starting to dry up a bit. See, but then I say that, and then I switch to this camera, and it's still really wet. We can see the time that, yeah, out of the long corners, Vapor is struggling to keep traction. Here goes Jab then. He pulls to the inside of Jack, and he's going to get that move done nice and easy. Not much battling from Jack there. Right, so, I'm still trying to find out about the constructors. 21 point standings. What is that? That's from Kota. So that don't matter. Nothing really happening at the moment. Yeah, nothing's happening. The 2 Williams are quite close together after Jab got past. But I think it's like over point. You can't go dry, you can't go wet, it's right in the middle. But then we don't see any moves made currently. Jab is on the hunt for Turner. But neither of them... Jab not making much inroads into Turner here. Abra, I think it's his first race in Tier 1. Up in 5th place. I mean, like, fair enough. I think for the rest of the season, which is 1 race. But that's besides the point. Jake is still struggling to find what a straight line is. As he now gets passed by Slap. As Vapor gets another 3 seconds, I think Jake's in the wall again, and that's a Jake. Are we going to see a safety car? Aye. This could potentially save Vapor here. Because I don't think the inters are the way to go. He could easily pit onto the new set of mediums now. So then Vapor does come into the pits. Everybody else, I think. Yeah, everybody else comes in. Jack goes on to inters. Are they all going inters? No, do not. Jack risks it. Vapor goes the other way to Jack. A bra onto mediums as well. Slap stays out, but he's AI, so doesn't matter there. So then, we've got 6 drivers remaining for the next 16 laps. Fun. I'm not really sure what to talk about, to be honest with you lot. Like, it's only one person watching, whoever you are. I don't know who you are just watching, but thanks for sticking with an absolutely appalling race. And I only hope, like, finishes sooner. So our one viewer in the chat, can you please put who you think's gonna win? Unless you're a driver, then you can't really. But please put in the chat who you think will win it, and who you think's taken the biggest gamble so far. I think Jack's taken the biggest gamble at the moment, going on those inters. After everybody else going on to the dries. We will have lap of safety car. Yeah. Oh, as Jack now pits, I think he's realised his mistake. Oh, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't play music because we'll get good. I can't. Yeah. Hopefully safety car's in at the end of this lap. Jack is catching quite quickly, so it should be. Safety car is in end of this lap, so it's going to be Turner's job to lead the field away. Everybody on the medium tyres other than Slap, but Slap's AI, so there's no point really talking about him. So then when does Turner go? I think Turner's going now, which he is. Here he goes then. Away goes Turner. He's gotten a decent restart against Jab, but Vapor's got a pretty decent restart as well. Jack has also got a very decent restart. He's all over the back of a bra at the moment. So then, will we see a move from Jack down into turn 1 on a bra? He's going to move to the inside. He's later on the brakes. He makes the corner. A great move there from Jack. Vapor looking, Jab looking to run a lower downforce setup, I think he's running. Here goes Vapor then. He pulls to the outside. He tries to move around the outside. He's going to put his foot in. There's a bit of oversteer to unsettle Jab. And Vapor's gotten through. Fair move there, JS. Is it Turner now as an 8/10 lead. It's looking like a pretty decent lead, or it's a four-way battle for the lead at the moment. That F1 boy dropping off immediately. Slap also kind of dropping off, but he's AI, so we don't talk about him. Second gap already. Jab could have another go on Vapor here. Nothing to come of it. Vapor struggles on in these wetter conditions. So then, Vapor trying to pull away from Jab, but not being able to, and Turner beginning to pull away. Turner could very well win this race. As Bra and Slap are now fighting side by side. Yeah, so... Oh, what's happened to Jab? Sorry guys, I completely missed that. Jab spun it. Jab has gone round. So Jab has now dropped to the back of the field. Oh dear. Oh, here goes Jab now on Abra. As he pulls to the inside. Abra's not going to fight it. He knows there's no point in fighting it. There goes Jab. Actually, Jab's not really pulled much of a gap. So Abra is fighting it. Go on. Fair play. The tier 2 driver, who was in the hunt for the championship but fell away quite quickly, has just held off your tier 1 champion. So fair play to you, Abra, mate. You're really giving Jab a run for his money here. As there goes Jab to the inside, or to the outside. That's going to turn to the inside. Abra tries to get the switch back, but Jab is now through. So then that's going to basically break apart the only big battle we've had as Vapor's gone round. Vapor JS, after being in such a strong position, has gone round. That is not good news for the Williams outfit. Vapor, who was running in second and Jack was in third, has now gone round. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Vapor's going to be kicking himself there. He knows what he's just missed out on. He's now going to go charging after Slap and Abra. A Slap now comes into pit lane. As Jab has now got an extra 3-second time penalty. I'm sorry I keep missing these things. I'm trying to find interesting things to talk about at the moment. And I know there's only one viewer. I don't even know who you are, to be honest. Like, as far as I'm aware, it's probably me. So people are probably not even watching. Like, let me have a look. Twitch. I'm pretty sure it's me. Like, let me turn the stream off and then let me see if we've still got one viewer. But then Jab, 3 seconds, is now going to drop out of the podiums as it stands, but I'm pretty sure he'll pick a piece and Abra will not. But Vapor now looking to charge after Abra here. Sorry guys, that's my cat. Vapor really revving out there, trying to get the maximum usage out of it before it slows. He's not really charging after Abra as fast as I thought he would. Could be some wing damage maybe. I'm not really too sure. So then, yeah, I'm not really sure what to commentate on. Like, this is just a really boring race. I don't even have a co-commentator either to like have fun with. Finn, mate, if you hadn't have left, I would have tried to get you in to co-commentate with me, but you left. Oh, as Vapor picks up another 3-second time penalty, and he goes wide for his troubles. Vapor's really struggling on these dries. Oh, we've got 11 more laps to go. Yeah, fun. Let's see. The gap between Turner and Jack has beginning to come down. So, that could be an interesting battle soon enough. Don't know if anything will come of it, but it will be an interesting battle. Those two don't have penalties either, so it'll be a legit on-track battle. As I say, it's coming down. It's actually gone up, but Turner had a bit of a slide out coming out of turn 3. So Jack's trying to pounce on it, but he's just not he's not able to gain enough. Like, let's see, who's made the most positions? I know that answer anyway. It is Mr. Jab. Turner's also had a pretty decent start. Abrara's also had a good start. Vapor's lost probably the most positions out of the people running, sorry. Because he did start on pole position, and after his incidents he is now running in 5th. But yeah. He is now starting to crawl all over the back of that F1 boy. And if we have a look at penalties, Abra has 3 seconds, so Vapor would have to pull a sap, which I wouldn't have too hard, but I think it's going to affect him. And the way he's driving at the moment, he's struggling. He's like all over the place. I don't even know if DRS is still enabled, so we will have this move easy on Abra. But that gap between Turner and Jack has now come down, so we could see at this rate it will be a final probably 2-3 laps where this move is made. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one towards the end. Oh, as Abra gets all out of shape coming out of turn 3, so Vapor's going to pounce. He's going to move to the outside. Ooh, never mind. He pulls to the inside, forces the door open. So proof there by Mr. Vapor JS. Abrara is on the outside. He's going to try and fight it, but Vapor's going to the door, I think. Abrara's kept his nose in. Abrara's gotten back through. Great defensive driving from Abra there. This man might genuinely be tier 1 pace. Bleeding heck mind. Oh dear, Vapor's got a warning for that, that's for sure. As let's have a look at that gap. Low, what? It's like right on the cusp of below 1 second. Jack, literally, he can smell that victory. Jack is on the cusp right now of getting, I think it will be his maiden victory in GSR. I don't know when he joined, to be honest. Like, let me have a look on the server, on the Discord. Let me have a look, see, GSR. Let's see, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. No. Oh, Sorry, cut. Jack. I honestly don't know. As a bra gets 10 seconds for corner cutting. I'm so sorry if I've missed something else, guys. I can't concentrate when this race is this boring. As Vapor, I think, has just had a spin. So Bra and Vapor, they both... I think these two are just messing around at this point. Like, I don't think they care anymore. So, interesting. I think they'll end up dropping behind Slap. That gap between Turner and Jack has actually grown now. So Turner's realised he has to get a move on. Thank you to the 2 other people who have joined the stream. If you wouldn't mind, just to keep me entertained, put some either put some questions down below for me to ask or for me to answer, or actually no, put some questions down below for me to ask the drivers when I get them in for interviews. So yeah, put some questions in and I'll try and remember them for when I do the interviews. And then also maybe put your predictions down. Who do you think's gonna win? So I want to see who you think's gonna win, and I want to see a couple questions I should ask the drivers. If I don't die beforehand from boredom. Oh, Jack has started to gain on Turner again. That gap has really closed up. Jack has really closed that gap up. Jesus. We might see him change for the lead here. Okay, so Red thinks the order will stay the same. Turner is now within that DRS range. Okay. Thank you, Mac. I will ask Jax to that. But Jack all over the back of Turner. Like... Oh, is Jack going to go for it down the inside? Oh, a voice crack. Jack just avoids it and stays out. Stays out of trouble. But that gap has closed significantly now. And we might be able to see Turner make his way through. Or not Turner, sorry. Jack make his way through on Turner. He's definitely got the better race pace at this point, does Jack. And without the penalties, this could be an interesting end to the race. Because this is without penalty. Oh, we got a yellow flag sector 1. And a bra has spun it. A bra has no front wing. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. And Vapor gets 5 seconds for track limits. This race has gone tits up. I shouldn't have said that, cause we're gonna get ruined. And da da. Oh, as bar has gone wide. So then, will we see the gap between Turner and Jack go wide? Or grow even more? It's going to be an interesting end to this race between these two, as Vapor has retired in the pits. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, mamma mia. But virtual safety car has gone in. Abrara's now retired, so we're now left with 4 drivers. Technically 3 because Slap isn't here. But look, all 3 of these drivers are now fighting for the race lead. So this could be interesting. My phone is about to die. So then, these 3 drivers all fighting for the lead of the race. Bless me. But crucially for Jab, he has 6 seconds of penalties. So he's going to struggle to stay in front of these 2 when it comes to the end of the race. Unless he can do what he did in Russia and just get in front and fly away. As he's crawling all over the back of Jackster here. This move done, you know. Jack hasn't quite got the straight line speed that Turner does. Oh, there's contact between Jab and Jack. That's allowed Jab to go through. Jack's not going to be happy with that. He's going to try and retaliate. They're about to go 3 wide. It is. Oh, there's contact with the back of Turner from Jack. Oh, this race is just spiced up. Could there be wing damage for Jack? As he's now down on the inside of Turner. Turner squeezing him out there. Oh, mamma mia. Here goes Jack then. He's gaining. Turner, is he gonna... He's gone for it down the inside, in deep. Is he gonna look to get the switch back? He does try to get the switch back, but I don't think he's gonna be able to pull anything off. But with these... Oh, he's gone for it down the inside. He's forced his way through. That's some really aggressive driving from Jack there. And Turner is not happy with it. But what these 2 fighting has done, it's allowed Jab to push through and, like, already grow a 2.4 second gap. Now, I know here it has to be 6 seconds, but Jab is rapid when he's in free air, so that gap is going to grow substantially unless Jack can get a move on. And Turner, I bet, is going to be absolutely fuming with what's just happened there. I reckon Jack might even have some wing damage. I think my voice is starting to go. But then Jack continues on, and that gap is already up to 3 seconds. Or that Jab could possibly get 3 seconds removed, because I think he said he had to avoid incidents and got warnings for them. So if that's true, then Jab might win the penultimate round of this season. I don't know what season it is, to be honest, but yeah. Oh, and Jack's all out of shape. I think this race is going the way of Jabba, to be honest. But Jack is still hanging on in there. Turner close behind, but it's whether anything can be done between these lot. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna need a bloody cocktail after this. Of every alcohol going. Plus every mixer. Because my god, am I out of it? That gap between Jack and Jab ain't growing actually, so maybe Jack could finish this race off in style. So chat, if you got any more questions for me to ask the drivers, then be sure to if you got any questions you want me to ask the drivers at the end of the race, then I'll be more than happy to do so. Alright, yeah, I'll ask them how they are. Yeah, that's fine. It's never very never gets asked in interviews actually. So you know what, I might just do that. But we're on to the penultimate lap of the race. That gap at 4.2 seconds, so Jack might just be able to hang on in there. Yeah, that gap is growing 2/10 in these few corners though, so maybe Jab might be able to extend that gap on the next lap. Oh, especially with the snap that Jack has just got. This is going to be tight, my friends. I wouldn't go anywhere if I was you, because on this last lap of the race, anything can happen. You know what, Mac? I think I would like Jack to take the contract as well, but at the moment nobody's able to top Jab, who at the moment is 1 second away from being your Tier 1 race winner for the Mexican Grand Prix. Jack is going to be absolutely pushing, but so will Jab, as these two now fight it out for the race win. After this race, after the race that has happened today, I will be so happy when this is over, but I don't think anyone will be happier than either of the drivers which finish on the top step of the podium. I know that was a bit illiterate, but it's late at night, okay? My brain no function late at night. Oh, he needs 8/10. There's Jab, and this is gonna be tight. Voice crack. Seven tenths is what's needed from Jab, as he now rounds for the final time here at the stadium section. It's now 6/10 that gap. He needs 5/10. It's growing every corner. We're shrinking, that gap is shrinking every corner as Jab comes home to cross the line in first. But I think it's going to be Jack who takes the race victory for the Williams outfit. That's what he does. Turner is going to come home in third, and then it'll be Slap who comes home in fourth. I will do that. As Jab just done a last to second. Like, fair play. Let me get the drivers in for interviews. Alright, Jab, can you make sure your audio is included, please?
Alright.
Just gotta wait for the other two to get in. Right, if they don't join, I'll just interview you and then probably end the stream.
Alright.
Right, Jackson's mic is broken, then I don't know about Turner. I'll give him a couple more minutes, or I'll give him one more minute. Alright, you know what, let's just go for it. So, I'm here with our second place driver, Jab. How did you feel that race went for you? Obviously you did, last to second, but, it was I wouldn't say it was the cleanest race I've ever seen. What was your point of view from it?
Um, that was one of the craziest races I've ever been a part of. And do I have a clip of Jackstar, kind of spinning me around? So whoever the students decide there, I could be the winner, but we'll have to wait and see. But
Yeah.
the race was just crazy. I looked at the top and I see 7 drivers at one point, you know, by like
Yeah,
earlier in the race. So
I get what you mean.
it was carnage,
But,
a bunch of
you
wrecking.
had
So
a decent little battle with, Vapor. How did you think that went for you?
um, it's just hard racing. Nothing crazy. We're in the wet on dry tires. So it
Yeah,
was kind of fun.
I
So
did think.
yeah.
Were there any points in that race where you thought, oh, I think I should go on the intermediates. I think it would be better because I know Vapor and a few others took the gamble. But did you ever have that thought?
At some point, because Jeff was like, the tires we're not sure if these are the right tires, so I was kind of questioning it then, but DRS never got disabled, so just kind of stayed out on the
Fair enough.
dries.
Yeah, well, congratulations on doing what I think would have been, if people hadn't have been going off left, right, and centre, would have been one of the most amazing drives I think I've ever seen. So congratulations to that, and well, thank you all for watching the stream. I've been Alicio007. Thank you for watching.